Hello there, my Super John Bombo addicts. How you doing today? We got Roswell on medium. Does that sound creepy at all? I don't know, I think it does, at least a little bit. We're gonna do an engineer start. We're gonna go whoop, put him right about. I want to put him as close as I possibly can up that little corner over there. And I think I'm just gonna go for a 1-0 engineer right from the get-go. I'm not gonna worry about going crazy with all this other ridiculous stuff. We're just gonna do it the way it should be done. So in the next 2 levels, man, we got 2 levels of medium left. Oh my goodness, that's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, I know, but then we have to move on to either hard. Well, we've seen some hards already, but then we're gonna have to move on to either hard on all these maps or move on to the intermediate maps. Interesting. What are we gonna do? Well, you know what? How are we doing? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go for Centrigans. So the intermediate maps, they start off pretty darn hard. There's like the first few of the intermediate maps are actually, I'm not gonna say like hard, really hard. They're definitely a lot more difficult than these beginner maps. Though, the thing about it is, once you get a little bit further on, they get a lot easier. It's actually kind of weird how easy they get. I don't even know. Like Slalom and stuff like that, those guys are really easy, where Dune C is actually fairly difficult. I don't like Dune C. I'm a very hateful person of Dune C. I don't know why. I just feel like it should not be an intermediate map. That should be an advanced map, in my opinion. But that's the story for another day. So here we go. Farms! Yeah! We're just going to start on the bottom here. Just 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. I don't know what we're going to get. Probably like 5 farms or something like that. Anyways, the main topic for today's video, I know I've been creating a lot of topics for videos, is actually, I know we've talked about drugs kind of recently, but I want to talk a little bit more about addiction. It's not really drugs in general, but addiction. Now, you can get addicted to pretty much anything. I don't know, people get addicted to even, like, cutting themselves, or, I don't know. Obviously, drugs are something that people get addicted to quite frequently. Alcohol, they get addicted to alcohol. People think they don't get addicted to weed, but I think they do, at least a little bit. It's kind of like alcohol. Like, you don't really think you're addicted to it, but you really want it, and it makes you feel better, so you like it. But I watched this video recently talking about the relationship of addiction and why people actually get addicted to things. And it was actually really, really interesting. The basic premise behind the video was basically that they had this study with rats. And almost all the studies with rats are you put a rat in a cage, and there's either basically like cocaine and laced water. They can take a choice. They can either drink the cocaine-laced water, or they can drink regular water. And whenever you have this one rat sitting in a cage, you know what he always picks? The cocaine water, almost every single time, and he almost always kills himself from the cocaine water. He just overdoses. He's dead. But then they did another study with the rats, and they basically made rat heaven, not rat heaven, but they made a really, really awesome place for these rats to live. And they got to have sex, they got to do whatever they want, they got to run on wheels, they had toys, they had all these cool stuff. And we need to get these leads going. We need to get lead popping power. Let's go for the lead popping power. We're gonna put them right here. I think I probably am gonna go for some sort of lightning wizard as well. This is one of those levels where the lightning's not perfect, but it's definitely a helper. So I'm really hoping that the sentry gun's gonna stop that green balloon. Come on, little buddy. Yeah! Talk about amazing! That was literally perfect! Worked out amazing. Also, this is one of those weird levels where I'm actually gonna go for a spike factory before round 26, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna get it in. Let's just get it now. Let's just do it. I'm always greedy, and then it turns out bad. I get mad at myself. So let's not be too greedy. Also, I'm gonna go for intense. Let's go for fireball. Just get rid of some of those guys. We just need some extra popping power. Just the 2 pops plus the extra shot. Now this guy might help out just that little bit that we need. And as you can tell, pretty much perfect. Because that's a pretty tough level. You got rainbows coming out around 26. I know, rainbows already. You usually have to wait another 9 rounds before rainbows come out. So it's a little crazy, I guess. But yeah, when they had this rat heaven, they had a bunch of rats all over the place doing whatever they wanted all the time. They got as much food as they wanted and everything. Guess what? They barely ever drank the cocaine water. And it was very interesting. I was like, really? That's cool. I wouldn't think that would happen. So we're gonna need a couple sets of road spikes in here, at least 1. Yeah, as long as they're not gonna regrow black into blacks, we're gonna be fine. Yeah, all right. So that doubles the amount of road spikes that are spikes that are required if they go from a pink to a black again. Instead of just one layer, you're making 5 new balloons, so it gets pretty darn crazy pretty darn quickly. So I am going to go for the lightning bolt here. I actually really wanted to get a glue gunner, but I kind of forgot to get a glue gunner, so let's get him anyways. There we go, corrosive glue and sticky glue. I probably could have waited until round 35, but I don't know. I feel pretty good about this, right? Don't you guys feel good? Good and gooey about this one? So I still don't know exactly what. Oh no! Oh god! I feel like every single round we need to get something extra and bonusified, bonerified. Ooh. So then now I realize, and I'm like, okay, so if we had somebody who was addicted to drugs, what do we normally do with them in human life? We put them isolated in prison. Or if like there are friends, normally we don't talk to them and be their friends and take them out. We're like, no, you're a bad person. You're a bad person. No, don't do those drugs. You're stupid. Blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just like things related to that. In general, I feel like that's what we do to people on drugs. So maybe what we should be doing is instead of, you know, keeping them separate from us, we should just be friends with them. And maybe they'll want to stop doing the drugs because they have everything else fulfilling them in their life. Now, that is something we have to keep in mind. But it doesn't mean that's the way it has to be. My main point, I guess, should probably be the fact that, oh man, I totally forgot what I was going to say. I got really confused. I was thinking about the rounds and everything. Oh no, what was I going to say? Oh crap. Oh crap. Why can't I remember? I don't know. Anyways, forget it. Doesn't matter. You think people, oh, here we go. People are definitely different than rats. You know, rats are pretty reasonably simple. Humans have the ability to reason a lot more and can be, I don't know, just do things because they feel like doing it. So this is a really, really tough level. I'm actually going to do something kind of funky here. I'm going to go for a 2-3 boomerang. I feel like it. I feel like going for a 2-3 boomerang. A good amount of balloon popping power. Check it out, man. You add this boomerang in there and you destroy everything. He's expensive, though. That's the biggest problem. So the problem now, the biggest problem now, is the fact that we do have to stop, you know, Boabs and everything coming out. So we're going to go for a monkey village. We're going to go for a balloon chipper if we can fit it in the range of this guy. I don't think he's in the range. Maybe he is. I'm not sure. He is, I think. Alright, $4,000. That's fairly cheap. I'm going to go for a balloon chipper today. I know, it's kind of funky. Oh, man, he's chewing down those balloons really slow. I feel like they got worse against ceramics or something like that. So, as you can plainly see, the amount of money that we're getting is fairly low. Come on. I just need a little tiny bit more money. Alright. Suck my balls. We had to sell a farm to do this, man. It's kind of upsetting. But now we've got a boomerang over here. He's going to be really good balloon popping power. Not perfection, but really darn good balloon popping power. Plus, we got all these engineers and everything with the wizard. And I just feel like the spike factor would probably be enough to stop these guys. And he is, obviously. Does an excellent job. But we've got another hard level coming up. Oh no! So what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to go for Super Monkey. No, let's go for a ninja. Let's do the ninja. Just an extra little bonus in here. The ninja right about here. Alright, we're getting him up to 3rd tier. We're going to go, or 4th tier, excuse me. We're going to go for a 4-2 ninja. Now this is good for camo balloons on this round, as well as really good Moab popping power on round 43. So, pretty big bonus right there. I know, I always want to say bonus, but I always think of boners for some reason. I don't know, am I gay? Am I gay or something like that? Alright, so we're still trying to get our banana farms and stuff going on. You know, obviously this is the point where we can start going for a 4th tier banana farm, if we desire. Right around probably 46, I'm going to get a 4th tier banana farm, because we're probably good up until the BFE. I mean, even to get with this guy, we can probably pop the BFE pretty darn easily, so let's make it happen, guys. Let's get that 4th tier going. I'd like to sell the least amount of farms possible, though. So if I can just sell 2 of them, I would be pretty darn happy. What do you guys think? This boomerang, again, he's boss for popping power. I mean, the wizard, he's got 10,000. This guy's been around the entire game. This guy just came into existence. He already got 7,000. Engineer, 10,000. Pretty much the same thing as the wizard. So yeah, we need probably about $8,000 or so. Then we can sell 2 farms and get that guy going. At least that's the plan. So here we go, $8,000. Go chicka chicka boom boom. Get this guy and valuable bananas. But we got a really tough one coming in here. So I'm gonna get something a little bit weird here. This is not normally what I get. Sometimes I get this guy, but this is when you have to worry about the balloons and or the camo balloons. You want to get one of these guys up to 2, 3. So you got bigger blasts and all that good stuff. We have to be a little bit careful of the balloons here, though. The balloons are going to be still kind of pesky. Even with this boomerang and everything, oh man, they can still overwhelm us at least a little bit. The lucky news is we get the ninja who can attack all the way over to this side if they do end up leaking through. So be slightly careful that you don't accidentally go the wrong way or something like that. So Spike Factory coming in like a boss. But we get another painful level coming up. Oh no! Yes, we're going to have a lot of balloons coming in here, so we're going to get ready to go for a Robo Monkey. $8,100. Fairly expensive, honestly. But at least we got, he's starting. Round 48 still going to give us some money. We still got the few little hundreds of dollars coming in from this guy. And we're gonna make some money off these guys as well. But it's about that time to get rid of anything that you don't really need anymore. Like this. We don't need the glue gunner. We don't need the engineer anymore. And you know what? Even though the wizard's kind of nice to have, we don't need him anymore. So now we got the Robo Monkey. I got him on first, though. And I feel like that's probably the best thing to keep him on first. Just go through the balloons. And it looks like there's a lot of balloons over here, but they're really not that bad. Move them around, move the motor around a little bit. Make sure you can cut through those few little balloon layers that are left over. And the Robo Monkey is just being boss. We can get laser blast too, man. Oh my goodness, laser blast these guys. Woo! Down to the last bob, and we will take it down, but barely, man. Barely. We're actually gonna. Oh, we lost 3 lives. Nash. It's terrible when you do stuff like that, man. When 3 little lives have to leak through like that because you can't click fast enough. It's terrible. We're up to a Robo Monkey now. I feel like the balloon chipper. Man, oh man, he's not. Oh, you know what I probably should have done? Just got the monkey for it. If we got the monkey for it, we would have been fine. I didn't. It was a $900 upgrade. Spent all my money on road spikes instead. What a noob cake-ish move for me. So you can tell, I've been doing some weird strategies in here. I still feel like maybe the best thing for me to do is just to go for that helicopter, even if I have to sell a lot of farms and stuff. Just to go for the helicopter right around round 40 or 43. Maybe. Could even sold my boomerang for go to that Roboplasma. Check out how much money he's worth. He's worth $2,200, dude. A lot of money. Or abilities. Abilities also help out. Go for some Blade Maelstrom or something like that. Just to clean them up. Just put it right in the middle here, man. Just get rid of some balloons. Not that bad of a way to think about doing things. Alright, nice tough level for us. Round 54. But we got a Roboplasma, dude. Roboplasma. And we're going to get enough money for this guy pretty soon. And there he is. Alright. So what other bonuses do we want to go for? Yes. I think we're going to go for another one of these bad boys. And we're going to get we're going to actually go for another mortar. We're going to go for a big one. I feel like the big one in this spot right here. Think about it. Just think about it for a second. We don't need this guy anymore. Screw him. We're going to go for the big one right here. The big one. I don't know. Is that big enough of an explosion which is going to actually affect these things? It looks way smaller in the mobile version. As you can plainly see, the blast just looks tiny. The real way that you can tell is if you can see if things light on fire or not. Usually, but I got too many other random things just kind of all over the place, so gotta be a little careful with that stuff. So overall, this was a fairly difficult map. We made it work for us. I kept my farms. That was the main point. Just keep your farms going until round 50 or whatever, and then you'll be fine. Even though I had to use a few sets of road spikes, right around, what, was that 49 or 50? I don't know, something right around there. I think it was 49 where I got my Robo Monkey up, but it just wasn't powerful enough, even with the laser blast and everything. I should have got the Monkey Village up, but I just wasn't thinking. So there we go. We've got a Oh My God to pop now. Let's go for another Robo. A Robo Monkey. It's a little baby Robo. We don't need anything special. And we're done. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sell everything. Oops, I got a technological tear. Didn't even mean to. It just happened. So a lot of people ask. I know we're gonna super science this up. In fact, you know, I really want to do this. So, well, I'll tell you guys about it another day. There's a lot of super science things that I want to do fairly soon. But I don't want to tell you guys because then it ruins the surprise. I want to surprise you guys with this stuff. It's a little alien. Oh man, is that what he would look like? Little baby aliens. They always have antennas. Why do they always show them having antennas? It doesn't even make any sense. Their ears are always like weird little antennas sticking out. That's always how they show up. I don't know, I just think it's funky. So they are getting Bernie stuff, so it looks like even though the explosion looks really small, it's obviously popping a pretty reasonable amount of balloons. Nothing compared to these guys, because they get to aim, you know? But when the balloons are overwhelming, this guy's there. He's ready to pop them all. So get ready for the last medium level that we're ever going to have to play ever. We've got space trucking coming up in the next video. And that is it. Well, not last medium forever. Last beginner medium forever. I know. We've been making tons of videos lately. But I feel like I'm having a pretty good time. Hopefully you guys are as well. So, if you liked the video, press like. I'd really appreciate that. If you didn't like the video, let me know why in the comments. Oh, yeah, please. And have a super day, doper day, delicious day.